Welcome back to the Shigeaki podcast, where timeless wisdom and modern science meet to help you stay strong, vibrant, and clear-minded after 60. I'm Dr. Mark Hyman, and I'm sitting here with my dear friend, someone I deeply admire, Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, a neurologist and longevity expert who's lived these more than 100 years and still teaching us how to live well.
Thank you, Mark. It's always a joy to be here with our listeners, especially when we're talking about something so simple and yet so often misunderstood like fruit.
Yes, and today's fruit is one many of you probably have in your kitchen right now. Papaya. Soft, sweet, easy to digest. You've heard it's good for your gut, right? And that's true. Papaya is packed with enzymes like papain, which help break down proteins. It's rich in vitamin C, beta-carotene, and antioxidants. But what if I told you that how you eat papaya, and more importantly, what you eat with it, could actually be harming your digestion, weakening your kidneys, or even spiking your blood sugar?
That surprises many people, Mark. In Japan, we've long believed that fruit is not just about nutrients, it's about harmony. Certain fruits should not be eaten with certain foods, not because they're bad, but because the combinations can confuse the body, especially in older adults.
And I saw this firsthand with a patient of mine named Teresa. She's 72, sharp and active, and like many of you, she wanted to take care of her gut health. Every morning, she'd blend a smoothie, ripe papaya, half a banana, almond milk, and a squeeze of lemon. Sounds healthy, right? But a few weeks in, Teresa started feeling bloated. Her stomach felt heavy even after light meals. Her energy dipped in the afternoon, and her blood pressure readings, which had been stable for years, suddenly started to fluctuate. At first, she blamed stress. Then she blamed her age. But something didn't add up.
That's very common. The body changes after 60. Digestion slows, enzymes weaken, and what once worked beautifully may now overwhelm the system, especially if the foods are poorly combined.
Exactly. So I asked Teresa to walk me through her habits, her meals, supplements, medications. And when we looked closer, it was that smoothie, the one she thought was healing her, that was actually overloading her system. Why? Because papaya, when combined with certain other ingredients, can backfire. It can interfere with digestion, create too much potassium, and even clash with stomach acid. And she's not alone. Many seniors do this without realizing. They drink smoothies or eat healthy fruit bowls filled with papaya, bananas, yogurt, lemon juice, and wonder why their digestion feels off, or why their medications stop working as well.
Mark, this is why tradition matters. In many Japanese households, papaya is eaten simply, on its own, often warmed or paired with ginger, never with milk, never with sour fruits, and certainly never in large raw quantities, because the goal is not just to eat healthy food, the goal is to eat food that your body can use without conflict.
Well said. So today we're going to share 3 foods you should never eat with papaya, especially after 60. Not because papaya is dangerous, not at all. It's a healing food. But like any powerful medicine, it needs to be used wisely. If you've ever felt bloated after a fruit smoothie, if your digestion has changed but you can't figure out why, or if you're just trying to protect your gut, kidneys, and energy levels, then this episode is for you.
Your body is still listening, and the food you choose today will speak to your health tomorrow. Let's learn how to make that message clear, starting with the first mistake most people make when eating papaya.
Let's start with one of the most common and most misunderstood combinations, papaya and milk. Now, I know what some people are thinking, wait, isn't that what we use to make smoothies? Yes, and that's the problem. For years, health trends have promoted papaya milkshakes or papaya yogurt bowls as gut-friendly. But the truth is, combining papaya with dairy can actually create more harm than good, especially for those over 60.
That's very true, Mark. In Japanese traditional health culture, we never combine ripe tropical fruits with milk. It's considered an energetic mismatch. But beyond that, there's a deeper reason, one that has to do with digestion. Papaya contains an enzyme called papain. It's what makes papaya famous for helping break down protein and supporting the digestive system. But when papain comes into contact with casein, the protein found in milk, the body struggles to handle both at once.
Exactly. Instead of aiding digestion, this combination slows it down. It can lead to heaviness in the stomach, bloating, or loose stools, especially in seniors whose enzyme levels have already declined with age. It's like asking your digestive system to multitask when it no longer has the speed or strength it once did.
And here's something many people don't know. This combination can also increase gut fermentation. When papain tries to act on milk proteins, but the stomach doesn't respond quickly enough, the mixture begins to ferment. That can lead to gas-acid reflux or even nausea in sensitive individuals.
Let me give you an example. One of my patients, Harold, 74 years old, was drinking a papaya smoothie with milk every morning. He thought it was helping his digestion. But every afternoon he felt bloated, tired, and mentally foggy. When we removed the dairy and replaced it with water and a pinch of ginger, instead, his symptoms disappeared in less than a week. His energy came back, and he even reported fewer sugar cravings throughout the day.
Mark, I've seen the same. In Japan, we usually eat papaya warm or with a pinch of ginger or lime, never cold, never raw with dairy. We believe the body responds best when foods support each other, not when they clash.
So here's the takeaway. If you love papaya, enjoy it, but don't blend it with milk, yogurt, or ice cream. Let the papaya do its job without interference. And if you need something creamy, choose plant-based milks like oat milk or almond milk, unsweetened of course, which are less reactive and easier on digestion.
Or simply eat papaya alone, one of the best ways. Let it shine. Let your stomach focus on just that one beautiful fruit.
It may sound small, but after 60 small choices make a big difference. The way you combine your foods can decide whether you feel light or heavy sharp or sluggish. And papaya with milk. That's one combination your body is better off without. Now, let's talk about another fruit that seems harmless on its own and even healthy, but becomes problematic when paired with papaya. I'm talking about bananas.
Yes, Mark, the classic breakfast bowl mistake. I've seen so many people, especially in their 60s and 70s, start their day with a fruit salad made of banana papaya, maybe some yogurt on top. They think these are fruits. What could go wrong? But this particular pairing, papaya and banana, can be surprisingly heavy for the digestive system.
Absolutely. Here's why papaya is light-rich in enzymes like papain. It digests quickly and is meant to pass through the stomach smoothly. Bananas, especially ripe ones, are dense and high in resistant starch. They take much longer to digest. So, when you combine the two, you create what we call a digestive traffic jam.
That's a perfect way to describe it. Papaya is trying to move ahead, but banana is blocking the road. This slows everything down, causing bloating, gas, and sometimes even fermentation in the gut, which can feel like nausea or sluggishness afterward.
I had a patient named Joyce, 67 years old. She loved her morning smoothie, half a banana, half a papaya, some ice, a splash of almond milk. She said, "Dr. Hyman, I feel healthy, but I'm always tired after breakfast." Once we separated those two fruits, giving her papaya alone and saving banana for the afternoon, she felt lighter, more alert, and her bloating disappeared in just days.
In Japanese traditional medicine, we call this food pacing. Not all fruits digest at the same speed, and when you're over 60, the body becomes more sensitive to these differences. Papaya is fast fire, banana is slow earth. They don't belong in the same pot.
And there's also a sugar synergy here. Both fruits are naturally sweet, but bananas are higher in glucose, while papaya is richer in fructose. Mixing them can cause a rapid blood sugar spike, followed by an energy crash, especially dangerous for people managing pre-diabetes, insulin resistance, or brain fog.
That's an important point. Many seniors think fruit is always safe, but how you combine it makes all the difference. Banana is best eaten alone or with a bit of protein or fat to slow the sugar absorption. Papaya. Let it be a gentle cleanse by itself or with a pinch of lime or ginger.
So, if you love both banana and papaya, here's our advice. Enjoy them at different times. Let your body focus on one fruit at a time. You'll digest better, feel better, and reduce the risk of digestive stress.
And after 60, that matters more than ever. Digestion isn't just about food, it's about energy, mood, and immunity. When your gut is overloaded, your entire system slows down. But when it flows well, so do you.
So say goodbye to banana papaya smoothies, and say hello to smarter, simpler choices that truly serve your health. Now, let's move to a surprising one: lemon and papaya. Individually, both are incredibly healthy. But when consumed together, especially in concentrated amounts, they can irritate digestion and cause more harm than good.
That's a very important point. In Japan, we always consider not just the nutritional value of foods, but how they interact energetically inside the body. Papaya is soft cooling and rich in natural enzymes. Lemon, on the other hand, is extremely acidic, stimulating, and sharp. Combining them, particularly on an empty stomach, can confuse the digestive system.
Exactly. Here's what happens on a physiological level. Papaya contains the enzyme papain, which thrives in a mildly alkaline environment, the kind naturally created in your small intestine. But lemon juice is highly acidic, and it can lower the pH too drastically when mixed directly with papaya. The result? The papain activity gets disrupted, and digestion becomes less efficient, not more.
This mismatch also leads to another issue: gastric irritation. For many older adults, the stomach lining becomes more sensitive over time. When acidic lemon is mixed with ripe tropical fruit, it can lead to acid reflux, bloating, or even cramps, especially when consumed raw, cold, or in smoothie form.
And we should mention the fermentation issue again. Lemon juice speeds up the fermentation process when paired with sweet fruits like papaya. That can lead to excess gas, burping, and discomfort, particularly if your gut bacteria are already imbalanced.
Also, it's worth noting that both lemon and papaya increase intestinal motility, meaning they can make your system work faster than it should. This can lead to loose stools or even nutrient malabsorption, which is a real concern for people over 60, who may already struggle to absorb key vitamins like B12, calcium, or magnesium.
It may sound minor, but for older adults, small digestive stress adds up. Over time, it can weaken your gut lining, impact your energy levels, and even disturb your sleep due to nighttime discomfort.
That's why traditionally we would never squeeze lemon on papaya or serve them together in desserts or juices. Each has its benefit, but they should be taken in separate meals or hours apart.
So here's the practical takeaway. If you enjoy lemon water in the morning, that's fine. Just wait 30 to 60 minutes before eating papaya. And if you're having papaya, let it be the star without acidic toppings or citrus juice added in.
Let your digestion move at a calm rhythm. Over 60, the body thrives when we remove friction, not add more. Food is not just fuel, it's information, and combining the wrong foods sends the wrong signals to the body.
Beautifully said. Lemon and papaya are both wonderful, just not at the same time. Eat smart. Pair wisely. And let your gut feel peaceful after every meal. Now that we've covered what not to combine with papaya, let's talk about something more exciting, the right way to enjoy it, especially after 60. Because when eaten properly, papaya can be a powerful ally for your gut, your immune system, and even your joints.
Yes, exactly. Papaya is one of the few fruits that's not only high in vitamin C, but also contains a special enzyme papain that supports digestion, especially of protein. But timing, preparation, and pairing matter.
Let's start with when to eat papaya. In my practice, I recommend having it on an empty stomach, especially in the morning or between meals. That's when the enzyme activity is highest and your digestive system can absorb its nutrients without interference.
In Japanese culture, we see papaya as a kind of digestive whisperer. When eaten alone, it gently prepares the stomach to receive food later. But when mixed in heavy meals, especially after meat or dairy, it loses that gentle power.
That's a great point. I suggest my older patients treat papaya like a mini cleanse, a 4 5-ounce serving eaten 30 minutes before lunch or dinner. It wakes up the gut without overwhelming it.
And the temperature matters too. Many people eat papaya straight from the fridge. But when it's too cold, it can shock the stomach lining, especially in seniors with slower digestion. Let it sit out for 10-15 minutes before eating, so it's room temperature. This is gentler on the gut.
Now, let's talk about pairing what works well with papaya. One of my favorite combinations is papaya with a few pumpkin seeds or walnuts. The healthy fats help slow the absorption of sugars, and the magnesium in the seeds supports muscle function, which is critical for preventing sarcopenia.
In Japan, I recommend pairing papaya with a slice of avocado and a sprinkle of chia seeds. It creates a perfect balance: fiber, healthy fat, and enzymes, which helps regulate bowel movements and reduce inflammation.
That's beautiful. I also tell people to try a simple papaya bowl, dice a half a medium papaya, add a few mint leaves, a teaspoon of flaxseed, and a drizzle of fresh lime juice. This supports liver detox, balances digestion, and keeps blood sugar stable.
And for Americans who enjoy smoothies, here's a safe way to include papaya. Blend it with unsweetened almond milk, a few cucumber slices, and a small handful of spinach. It's light, cooling, and easy on the digestive tract. Very good for people who struggle with bloating or constipation.
Absolutely, but avoid combining papaya with too much dairy, especially cow's milk. It can curdle in the stomach due to the enzyme interaction, leading to gas or heaviness. If you must include something creamy, use plant-based yogurt like coconut or cashew yogurt, much gentler.
And one last note. Try to chew slowly when eating papaya. This may sound simple, but many seniors lose their enzyme efficiency due to fast eating or poor chewing. Papaya is soft. Make it a mindful food, not just something to swallow quickly.
Beautifully said. So, let's summarize the best way to enjoy papaya after 60. Eat it alone on an empty stomach. Room temperature is better than cold. Keep servings around 4-6 ounces. Pair it with healthy fats like avocado nuts or seeds. Avoid combining with dairy or acidic fruits like lemon. Try it as a pre-meal snack or light breakfast.
And always listen to your body. If it feels light and nourishing, you're doing it right. Papaya, when eaten wisely, can become a daily ritual, not just for digestion, but for energy, clarity, and graceful aging.
So, today we've seen something surprising. Papaya isn't just a delicious fruit. It's also a powerful healing tool, but only if you treat it with the respect it deserves.
That's right. When combined with the wrong foods like dairy bananas or lemon papaya, can disrupt the very system it's meant to support. But when eaten with care on its own or alongside healthy fats and gentle greens, it becomes a friend to your digestion, your immunity, even your joints.
And that's the message we want to leave you with today. You don't need to cut out fruits. You just need to combine them wisely. Your body is still listening, still learning, still ready to heal, even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s.
Yes, longevity isn't about perfection. It's about small, consistent choices and choosing how you eat, not just what can be one of the most powerful steps you take for your health. Even one piece of fruit eaten mindfully can become a form of self-care.
If today's episode gave you a new perspective or reminded you that your health is still in your hands, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon so you never miss an episode.